Hey guys, I'm going to get back here in the backyard and start this 1985 Chevy C10 truck. I got it back here with the 75 C10 truck we've named Sky. I've had a lot of people give names for this truck, and I sure am grateful. We're playing the we're playing the name game. Going to put a name on this truck, and my wife was saying this morning, and she had a pretty good idea. Actually, she said maybe we should try to name it after we get the truck somewhat looking like we want it to. So I'm hoping that this thing will turn out pretty good. It might be a challenge for us to try to get everything to look like natural patina. But to be honest with you, my wife and myself, Mrs. PIB, and I'll drag this thing out in a second. Apologize for the lawnmower, but that's always a good thing if the neighbor's keeping up their yards. Sometimes I think it's got a little bit too much patina, so I bought a bunch of white paint. I know I'm going to paint the top, and I'm going to paint the inside of this bed. It's not going to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. Just have a little more, as I say, pop to it. Well, my hands are dirty. I've been out here. It is a muddy mess. It has rained for a week solid, and it's been sitting back here for a few days, 3 or 4, no, maybe longer than that. Maybe about a week or 8 days. Sitting back here in the backyard. So the ground is somewhat dry, but still it's just wet, and I don't want to mar up my yard or mess up my neighbor's yard going around the house to get to the front where I can play with it, but I'm going to give it a shot. For your benefit, I've already connected up the battery, and I got my trusty broom back here because you never know what's back here. I normally knock down spiders and such as that. So let me see if I can get myself in here. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, it's been a good 7-8 days, I guess. I forgot my wife, Mrs. PIB, was cleaning the inside of the floorboards and stuff, and they were still somewhat damp, so we just set the floor mats up here. We cleaned them and just set them up here to let the floors dry. But let's see how quick this thing starts, okay? I'm still learning this truck, so you can learn right along with me. And I've got the battery connected good enough, I hope. Let's see. Give it a couple of pumps. Oh my goodness. Isn't that awesome? In case you're new to my channel, check that out. I'm trying to get it where you can see it. I think I have a grounding issue with this oil pressure. Somebody's put an aftermarket oil pressure sending it. This thing's idling by itself. And I think there's a grounding issue. It was on 0 when I started it, and then it went pow and come up to 55, 60, whatever. 55, I guess. And I'm not sure if my gas hand works. So I still don't have tags and insurance on it just yet. I have to wait until I get paid. I'm retired. Everything I do, everything my wife and I do, we have to do on a budget. This truck is kind of loud. It's got cherry bombs on it, and I'm going to try to eliminate them as soon as I can and put something a little bit better on it, not as loud. But see, this doesn't work either. I think that's why they put this in, and that might be why I have a grounding issue. I'm not sure if I trust this gas hand or not. Sometimes it'll come down to just a little bit above E, which I'm thinking might be correct. I don't know. But now it's jumped up to past full. I've put some gas in it from gas cans, if you've watched my videos. This is kind of a new truck to us. Let me see if it'll... Yeah, idle down. Anyway, I'm going to pull it around front, and we'll talk more later, okay? Hang on. Okay, guys, I made it to the front yard. I was praying that I wouldn't mar up in the yard. This yard, I just can't get it to dry. And now it's that time of year, fall of the year, when you leave stuff set out, you get dew all over it. So it takes forever to dry anything. But gosh, I'm really liking this truck. In case you're new to the channel, I guess I've had this truck, I don't know, maybe a week, but I haven't got to play with it. Like I call it playing. I haven't got to play with it because it's rained every day. It finally stopped Saturday, which was yesterday. So it's rained for 6 days anyway. And you know what though, I'm really blessed because I live in East Tennessee. In Middle Tennessee, they got like 7 and 8 inches of rain. I think we got like 3 or 4. I'm best I can remember. So I'm really blessed that we didn't get all that rain. A lot of people lost their homes and automobiles and, you know, and worse. So letting this warm up for just a minute. But you can see how loud it is. I'm just not real crazy about how loud it is. Let me turn this thing off. Golly, that's loud. I just don't like them that. I like a good little rumble, but I just don't like loud. Hey, let me show you this real quick. Now that I got it on my mind, and I just now seen it. You know these vents? Look how shiny that is. All of them are just so shiny. You know, most of the time that has been worn off. Now, I don't know if somebody's put some aluminum strip there or what, but that looks really good. I like it. See, I don't know. Yeah, see underneath? Guess I could open that vent up a little bit. Not that it matters. Anyway, the plan of attack today, what I'm going to try to do, best that I can, I'm going to try to paint the top of this roof white to match the truck the best that I can with the paint that I have. So I'm going to try to match that. Here's my thoughts. Let me get over here. This is all subject to change. So, I mean, I don't know let me stand back so you can see the whole thing. I'm sorry to keep dragging the video out, but here's my thoughts. I've had a lot of comments on this truck, and I really like the truck, but like my wife said, don't you think it has maybe a little bit too much patina? Maybe it does. So here's my thoughts. And like I said, it's subject to change at any time. I'm going to paint the top white, scuff it up. If you watch my channel, I do the same thing. Scuff it up and kind of make some of the rust bleed through, but not just the whole roof. I'd like to have some white up there. Paint around the wipers here because the paint's all gone, and scuff it up a little bit. As far as the door goes, my wife and I were talking this morning, and I hope that she can. There's a picture. I was looking at Facebook Marketplace a little bit this morning as I was drinking coffee. I was answering comments, drinking coffee just a little bit, trying to get woke up, and I hope she can put this into the video, the picture. But I don't know why it come up. I don't have a clue. I wasn't expecting it, but it's a white Chevy truck, and it's got patina on it, just like I'd like to have it. It has, in case she doesn't put the picture up, it's got patina here and patina down through here, all the way down through here like this. But you know, most of this was white. So that's my thoughts. I told my wife, I said, that looks pretty good, so I might go with that. So with that being said, I think I'll put some brown paint right in here. And what I always do, you know, make it look like your arm has worn off the paint. Right in this section, you know, where you shut the door or something grabs a hold of the door along the edge. See, there's already some here. try to make some of that stuff a little bit more pronounced. My plans are also, I'm already missing most of the trim, most all of it, except these, what is it, 3 pieces. I'm going to try to take this stuff off sometime and get some new trim, just because, I mean, it just needs it. This is a Custom Deluxe, which is the cheapo model, and same old thing back here. Put a little rust look paint right through here, right around in here, and the same thing I always do. Y'all might be tired of my videos, but if you're not familiar with my videos, go back and look at my older videos. I have lots of C10 trucks that I have put patina on. That's got a couple of more pieces added onto it, but not a whole lot. Anyway, that stuff's got to go. I got to get me a Custom Deluxe emblem. That one's broke, and as I said before, I think it's because of this dent. I could be wrong, but there's a dent right here, right in this section. I'm not sure that's why it got broke. Could have just been broke from who knows what. Anyway, you know, just leave the patina in here, just like this is. I might have to use my old trick of Vaseline, and you know, cover some of this up with Vaseline like I always do, and paint best I can. I just want a little more white than what it is showing. Kind of like that over there and that there. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it. So first thing I think I'm going to do today, I'm going to paint this stuff white, and I have to do a lot of taping, so I'm going to save y'all from that. But I think I'm going to take this little console box out, clean it, and I think I'm going to flat black it, and I'm going to try to save up enough money. It's probably going to be around $200 or so, just guessing, top of my head, maybe more than that, to get a dash cover, like a Coverlay dash cover. That's what I've been using, and they seem to work really well. I've even, you know, I've got videos on that where I've put Coverlay dash covers on. That they turn out really well, and they look good. It changes the whole appearance of the truck. The door panels, I'm going to try to paint them, but I mean, normally all this stuff is cracked, you know, from elbows being on it and such, but that's in really good shape. I can't believe it. You can tell where somebody's knee has been right here. It's got it real shiny. The grain is gone. It's just shiny. That's kind of neat, isn't it? To me, I mean, y'all might think I'm strange. Check this out. That reminds me of roadkill, you know, using a using a zip tie to keep your brake pad on. Kind of unique, isn't it? But yeah, I'd like to get a new brake pad and a new emergency brake pad. There's a lot of things to do on this truck, so standing around here talking is not going to get it done, is it? So one good thing though, I was thinking I'm not going to have to do the door jambs. That'll kind of save me a little time and paint. So, because it's already white and I'm going back white. So I thought about two-toning the truck, which I've done that too. If you're not familiar with what I'm doing or talking about, the last time I checked, I have over 1,200 videos, and most, if not all of them, are C10 trucks that I've had in the past and sold and traded and this, that, and the other, just different things. So if you'd like to check it out, I'd appreciate it. So let's get busy. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Hey guys, this took a couple hours to tape up. You have to be, as you know, painting requires a lot of taping up a lot of times, and taping can make or break. So Mrs. PIB has been in here, and she taped up all this for me, and I had started on this, and then she come out and helped me, and I took the console box out as I said I was going to do. I'm still painting it, but I've kind of got it blended in black. It's not the best job, but better than it was. It was a light beige, if you'll remember. I still got to move these things, the little cup holder things. They go back and forth like this, So when that is good and dry, I'll have to move them and paint where they are sitting.
Why is there black paint on the grass?
Cause I was painting the bottom of the, and I was trying to see how good it was going to look. So, so there you go. There, that answers. Yeah, leave me alone. Anyway, we had some company come up and they'll be back after a while. So, in the meantime, I'm going to jump up here with this paint. My plan for today is, I don't know, it's already 2 o'clock and it's going to get dark soon, like about, what are you laughing about?
5 hours?
Yeah, 5 hours.
Soon?
Yeah, when you're working, time flies. Anyway, hopefully you have a wife like mine that understands all this stuff.
I don't understand your time concept.
My time concept is when you're working and enjoying what you're doing, the time flies. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I can. I'm going to paint the top. I've got this all taped up. I'm going to paint where the wipers are at, and I'm going to do my very best to get this floor painted and paint it white and do the best I can with it. I don't know what that black spotty paint is, but oh well, it is what it is. I'm going to make it look the best that I can on our budget. Watch your fingers. I'm going to shut the door. So, yeah. What'd you say?
Chop, chop.
Chop, chop. See y'all in a bit. Okay, guys, I was listening to my little radio. There it is. I was listening to my little radio over here. I don't know what happened to this phone. It's going on the blink. But anyway, I got this painted. It's not the same shade of white as this truck is, but as I've explained to you in earlier videos, paint's hard to come by, so I got every kind of white paint they had, satin enamels, flat. I got everything. Nothing seems to match, but that's okay. The best part about doing all this is making your patina come through. I don't think you'll notice it that much. Anyway, I'm doing the top now. So I'm hoping I got enough paint in the bed of the truck. I like a little section up there, and I was going to show you what it looked like. If you'll remember, it didn't have any paint. So I made a mistake. I forgot to take the plastic piece out that keeps leaves and debris from getting down into the cowl of your truck. So after all this is all said and done, I'll have to take this out and flat black it. I don't know why I didn't remember that, but I didn't. But like I said, I was listening to the radio from Casey Kasem from 1977. So that was a long time ago, but just seems like yesterday to me. Those acorns will put a dent in your vehicle. See what I mean? Flat enamel. I got all this paint at Co-op. Walmart doesn't seem like they have any paint, as I've told you before. So I'm just kind of spraying it here, and then when I get all done with the truck, see, I'm making a video of all the rust spots, black spots, whatever. I'll make that come back through, bleed back through. And it's taken me a long time to cover this up. If you'll remember, we already washed the truck. So anyway, I thought, dang, I better show y'all what I'm doing. But anyway, this is it. No big deal. And I'll get back with y'all in a minute. Okay, guys, I got the Inspector General here. She's going to tell me, don't pay no attention to all this stuff here going on, because I'm going to get steel wool and Scotch-Brite and all that and scuff it up. So there's places that I have left thin on purpose because it just makes it easier on me when I start scuffing it. So I've got this part done, and I'm glad of that. I'm going to try my best to get the floorboard done. I don't think that'll take very long. I'm hoping. And you know, it'd really be great if I could get this bed done today, just spraying it, but man, it takes a long time. So I don't know how far we'll get. We're going to go as fast as we can on it, right? So,
And it's lunchtime.
what time is it?
2:30.
2:30. We haven't ate anything all day, and still, it seems like when I wake up in the mornings, I've gained another pound. I don't understand it. Do you? Must be love for my wife. Every day I get another pound full of love for her. Ain't that sweet? Oh boy. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay guys, I took the door seal plates out. They're all plastic. And sprayed them. I think I'm about done with this little cup holder console box thingamajig. And now I'm fixing to get in here and spray this floorboard. But before I did, I was just wanting to show you what it looks like before. There's no rust. I mean, there's paint is thin in a few spots, as you can tell, but I mean, there's no rust in the truck. It's pretty nice old truck, really. So I'm awful proud to have it. Some people might be saying my expectations are low. Maybe they are, but this is one of the better trucks actually that I've had. So show you this side real quick. I'm going to get a wet rag and kind of clean up a little bit of some of this stuff in here from taking the door seals out. My wife done the best she could the other day cleaning on the inside, but it's relatively clean. I'm real proud of it. So I'm going to get at it, and boy, I would really like to knock this bed out today, spraying it. I'd like to. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but I'll do the best I can. I'm the kind of person I like to get the worst over with right off the bat. So that's just how I am. If I can get the worst over with, then when I'm laying in the bed at night or the next day when I get up, I'm not dreading doing something else because I got all the easy stuff done, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Let's see what Mrs. PIB's doing. What you doing?
Putting this back in here.
Did you get it?
Almost. Or as we say in the South, pert near.
Pert near? Yeah, as we say in the South. Got the floorboards painted best I can. I'm trying to put everything back into the truck so I don't lose anything. So I painted these, repainted that black, and just trying to make things look better on a slim budget like we have. Let me show them this side real quick. Yeah, it looks better, doesn't it? That speaker wire there doesn't go to anything, so I'll have to check it out sometime. I found it going up and under the seat, so somebody had a speaker back in the back, but that's okay. It still might work, I don't know. But anyway, I just painted the floorboard, so if we put carpet or whatever in, I'm trying to make this truck last as long as it can. I'll get that out in a second. And if somebody else one of these days winds up with this truck, I always tell people to watch my videos and see what we have done to the truck. So I don't want to mislead anybody, but it's a really solid truck. I mean, just had a little spots there where the paint was thin, and I don't know, it looks pretty good. That turned out pretty good, I think. So we're good. I was looking at this little seat cover here. This seat's kind of in worse shape than what I imagined. Did you see this?
Yes.
Okay. I was looking at the passenger side. So, oh, I see. Yeah, it's kind of
The passenger side.
sun-baked. Huh. It looks like it's kind of sun-baked from that metal. Material gets rotten. That's what I'm trying to say. But it sits good. So for the time being, I'm stuck with this seat and this seat cover for now. So to me, it looks much better. And Oh, she stuck that in there. Thought I had a broke screwdriver for a minute. I didn't know there was... This thing must have used to have had bed rails, I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. Possibly a toolbox, looking at the holes here and there, and maybe bed rails at one time. There's no telling what all this truck has had and has been removed, and you know, different owners, stuff like that. And I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I guess I'll try to jump in on this bed here and see what I can make happen on it. So hang in there with me. We'll see what we can come up with. See you in a bit. Okay guys, I got to looking at the videos I'm going to have to put together, splice together, whatever, and I realized the video is pretty long, so I'm going to end it here. I'm going to try to sneak in here on this bed, sneak up on the back of this truck and jump in it and try to do some painting best that I can. So I'm going to end the video here. And in case you're wondering, my wife and I, Mrs. PIB, we're doing just fine. I'm going to start doing videos, putting them up like once, twice, maybe 3 times a week, and that's it. Instead of doing them every day, it gets kind of monotonous, and I find myself, both of us find ourselves just spending lots of time trying to get them ready to go. So I hope you understand. Kind of gives me a little more freedom then too, and I'll still film things as we go along. I'm not going to stop and just leave you hanging, but I'm just going to like slow down a little, put one up every once, twice a week, maybe 3, depends on how many videos I've got that I've been able to do stuff. Weather's going to be a factor too. It's a beautiful day today, but winter time's coming on and I'm not going to be able to do as much. So with that being said, it would help me a whole bunch if you would like and subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss anything. I think a lot of people just kind of know I'm going to put a video up every day, and so they don't subscribe. But if you would, I would appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I try to take that money that I make from YouTube, which is not very much. A lot of people think you're going to get rich on YouTube. I am not one of them. So if you would subscribe, I try to put the money towards things for the truck, or another phone that maybe does a little bit better as far as videoing, whatever. And I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. I'm on Instagram, Primered is Best. Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. And I'm on Facebook, Primered is Best too. So like I said, we're all doing just fine. I had a YouTube subscriber that follows me all the time, and he sent a message and asked if we were doing okay because I didn't put a video up that day, and he was concerned, and that really touched our hearts, Mrs. PIB and I. But yeah, we're doing just fine. I'm just going to kind of slow down and enjoy life a little bit. I hope you understand. She's reading something on the phone. She laughs all the time. She's a very, very happy person. Anyway, I'm going to jump in on this bed, see what I can get done real quick, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all stay safe. God bless y'all. Dadgum. You see that acorn just come by my foot? Those acorns will hurt. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Here comes my plane. Stay safe. God bless y'all. The Lord's watching. The Lord is watching over all of us, and He is in control. Even the things that we find offensive, or things that we don't understand why so-and-so's doing this, or so-and-so's in office or out of office. The Lord has a plan, and He knows what's going on. I have to keep telling myself that all the time. Hope y'all do too. God bless y'all. See you.